always find it extremely funny when countries, states, whatever it is, comes up with like some of the dumbest rules that you've ever seen on the entire internet or just in general in life. And if you don't know what I mean by this, basically, from what the article says that I'm reading, is Australia is planning to essentially ban YouTube for anyone under the age of 16. And we've seen this in a lot of other things, just like strange rules that make zero sense at all. So, this is something that obviously, first off, just probably will happen, but isn't going to work the way that they think it's going to work, right? It's like, okay, well, if it's banned for 16, well, most people have an 18 plus account to watch YouTube, anyways, right? You're not going to YouTube and putting in your own birthday if you're 13 years old. No, you're putting in a birthday that makes you sound much older, like you were born in the 1800s or something like that. And I think almost every single person with their first YouTube account did this. So it makes zero sense to me why or what is going through the Australian government's head where they're like, yeah, yep, this is the play. We'll ban YouTube for anyone 16 or under. It's like, dude, you can't enforce that unless you kind of take it to an extreme measure. And it's funny some of the comments on this because some of the comments are like, obviously there's trolls. Like a lot of people don't care because, like you said, most people are just gonna make fake accounts in the first place. But then there's genuinely people who are like freaking out, saying that it's gonna be like China. There's gonna be CCTV surveillance everywhere, and I just think stuff like that is like, I think it's a little goofy. It's something that like it's probably not going to happen. Really, all they're trying to do is just restrict some of the use. And they probably also know that you can just make an account that's over 16 years of age. Like, what if you're using your parents' account or something like that, like most kids do? Because that's an easier way for parents to monitor it, I guess you could say. So, yeah, it's just so funny to me. And every place does this too. Like, you have so many things where people do this. Like, so when COVID started popping up near me, at least, a lot of people ended up having to basically just stay inside 24/7. Because in the state that I live in, we for some reason came up with this rule where like everything had to close at 9 p.m. or like 9 to 10 p.m. and nothing could be open past that time. So basically, every single night shift worker that lived in Indiana at that time couldn't like go to Walmart and get a snack, couldn't go get fast food, couldn't like do anything. It was weird. Like I mean, you would leave your house past 9 o'clock, and it felt like you were like in danger because everything looked abandoned, basically. But yeah, places just come up with stupid stuff like this all the time, and then people always find a way around it. Obviously, you know, uh, and it's just always funny. It really, really is. I don't really know how this is gonna go down, but I have a good feeling that Australia probably isn't gonna do this, just realistically, being that there's a lot of underage channels. I believe if you actually mark your channel as 16 or below, YouTube is a fairly safe space, if I remember correctly. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can't even do. I don't know if you guys have ever checked out YouTube, basically kids mode, but you can't really do anything, you know? I don't know, man. And some of the comments are kind of wacky. Why YouTube? I feel like it's one of the more useful social media applications. I mean, you can everything you learn on YouTube, you can learn on Google. Hold on, I'll pull these up. Uh, wow, that's like stealing revenue from Alphabet. Lol. What? Like, I don't even get this one. Like, they're not stealing anything. They're just trying to protect the youth. You know, I guess. So when kids need to access those videos about certain topics to learn, they're not allowed now. Dude, like I hate to break it to these people. 99% of people aren't watching YouTube for like school. Yeah. They might watch a YouTube video on how something works, but there's so many more people watching stuff that isn't informational. Does the informational stuff become very popular? Yes, but it's not usually popular for school or anything like that. It's usually just popular, like just in general because people are interested more so. So it's like they can use Google. This is why like stuff like this goes through, by the way, because people's arguments against why it shouldn't go through are very like weird, I guess you could say, where there's not really a argument that they're making. It's just like, well, they could do this. Well, why can't they do this anymore? Well, why don't they just use Google? I don't know. Google's not gonna be banned. Call themselves a well, what? Like this is just another one. It's like this guy's just putting down Australia as a whole. Like, oh, like why, bro? Oh, the memes are kind of funny. Supposedly, YouTube is unleashing an AI age detection that sniffs out teens by spying on your watch history, video vibes, and account, longevity, birth date. Okay, I mean, literally all like if this is what it is, I have no clue if this is what it is. But if this is all that it is, like you literally just sign in and you sign in with an 18 plus account and you're chilling. I think the only way this could be going overboard is if they make you start showing your ID for YouTube because there is a way to show your ID on YouTube. Like when you make a YouTube channel, you can confirm it and everything, and they might just make everybody do that. But then they would have to get into the slope of like being able to have multiple names and stuff like that. It'd become like really weird really fast. Some poor 14-year-old just got banned mid watch Mojo. Oh man, that's so good. Uh, the memes are better than anything. This is censorship. They're not deleting Google. This is the issue, bro. Like with anything in life, if you want to have like a good argument, form a good argument that doesn't have a immediate counter to it. Always, right? So don't be like, oh well, they're banning TikTok. Let's say, like everybody always freaks out when the U.S. says we're banning TikTok, at least in the U.S. So it's like instead of freaking out, don't say, hey, you're censoring freedom of speech. Speak about how the platform is actually useful instead of like talking about what you're losing out on, because you can easily go to Google, you can easily go to Twitter still, you can easily go to YouTube. And it's the same thing here is where like yes, they're banning YouTube, but you can easily go to Twitter, you can easily go to like everywhere else. So yeah, it's just a really bad argument in general. Not saying that this update should go through. I'm not saying that at all. I just think that when your argument is don't do this because I'll have to Google it is like is just weird. It's like that's a terrible argument. But imagine being an Australian and having to use a VPN just to watch Minecraft videos. Oh, that's facts, bro. They're missing out. They're missing out on those 5 hour Minecraft Let's Plays. Oh man. Yeah, that's all I really want to talk about today was the stuff going on with YouTube, and I just kind of woke up, so gotta go to work though, guys. So yeah, what do you guys think about Australia banning YouTube for anyone 16 or younger? Is there a actual good argument to doing it or against it, or is it just like we're banning this just because we said so, and then you can just use Google instead? Who knows? But have a wonderful night, guys. Peace.